Hey guys, Pro1701 here, and today we're going to be talking about Star Trek The Next Generation Season 7. And we're going to be talking about my list of the top 5 episodes I think you should watch if you were watching Season 7 for the first time. You know, this is the first time you've watched Next Generation, you've been making your way through. Maybe you just want to hit the cliff notes and kind of get the good episodes, you get a feel for each season. These are the top 5 and a couple of honorable mentions I recommend watching. Number 1 is a two-parter, The Gambit. This is basically another one where Picard gets to be a badass. Because Picard, a lot of people think of him as more of a thinker and a talker, but man, Picard can throw down too. He's kind of running undercover as a mercenary here, and Patrick Stewart really does a good job of Picard just being a badass. I really enjoy it. Next on the list is Parallels. This is actually my favorite Star Trek The Next Generation episode. I love Parallels, which is odd because it's a Worf-centered episode. And you wouldn't think that a Worf-centered episode would be somebody's favorite. But I really enjoyed this one. I do think Michael Dorn does a really good job in this episode. I love the idea behind it. I don't want to spoil it. I don't really want to talk about it because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. It's a really good episode. But I like the idea and what's going on in this story. That's something that fascinates me and I always find interesting. And I love when that's done in sci-fi. I tend to enjoy that. So I always have a lot of fun rewatching this one. This could be the Next Generation episode I've rewatched the most as well. It's easily my favorite. It's not only my favorite Next Generation episode, it's easily one of my top 10, probably top 5 favorite Star Trek episodes ever. I really love it and highly recommend it. Number 3 is the Pegasus. This is a good Riker episode. Riker is basically forced with a moral dilemma as he is under orders from a former commander of him to keep things from Captain Picard, and he's having to wrestle with what's right and what's wrong and what he should do. This episode actually ties in very closely with an episode of Enterprise, believe it or not, a very underrated episode of Enterprise that, while it has its flaws, for the most part I enjoy. But Pegasus does a really good job. Jonathan Frakes does a really good job showing the dilemma Riker has to deal with in it. Number 4 is Thine Own Self, which is a Data episode. Basically, Data beams down to a planet and gets amnesia. And it's really good. I like to rewatch this one every 2 or 3 years or so, which, as a matter of fact, I'm due for another rewatch of it soon. I really enjoy it a lot. And then number 5, of course, is the All Good Things two-parter. Probably the best series finale Star Trek has ever done, for sure. Very powerful, great performances. I love how they nail all 3 of the time periods in it, the past, the present, and the future. It's really neat, and my goodness does that future Enterprise D look awesome. I actually have a toy Enterprise D of that. It converts from the regular Enterprise D into the All Good Things future Enterprise D with the extra lasers and the extra warp nacelle. It's pretty cool. I should have got it out for the video actually. But I love All Good Things. And once again, it shows that I think Q actually does kind of like Picard in a way. He respects him. He'll never admit it. He'll never ever admit it, but I think he does. And it's really nice to actually hear Picard thank Q. I mean, it's a quick thing, but he does say thank you. And he actually does acknowledge that Q did take a personal interest in it. And that means a lot to me. I always enjoy the kind of relationship or bromance between Picard and Q. I really do. I'm actually really looking forward to Q coming back in Picard Season 2. But oddly enough, I'm actually looking forward to that. And a couple honorable mentions. Bloodlines, where Picard finds out he has a son and that people are after that son. That's a really good one. And Attached. Yes, the one where basically a psychic link gets formed between Picard and Crusher. I really like that one. There's a lot of there's a lot of emotions between them and that. A lot of things that had always been unresolved and left unsaid that kind of come out in the open in that episode. And it's great performances by Patrick Stewart and Gates McFadden. They both do really well in this episode. I actually rewatched that one again recently and I really enjoyed it. So, that has been my list of Season 7. What are your top 5 episodes from Season 7? And what do you think of the episodes on my list? I always enjoy interacting with you guys down in the comments and finding out what you think. I definitely want to know what you think of Parallels as well. Other things to do, click the like button, click the subscribe button, click that bell for notifications so you never miss out on a new video. I have also started a Patreon page. If you would like to become one of my patrons, there's a link to that down below. My entry level tier is only $2 a month. I also have other tiers as well, like a little $5 a month tier. Different tiers get you access to different things like blooper videos, outtakes, alternate takes, shelled videos, just because there were a video concept that for some reason didn't gel together. I have one of those that just went up. Polls, I have 2 polls that are both Doctor Who related up right now that will be up probably for about probably till about June the 10th or so. If you want to join and vote in those. Right now I've actually got voting open even to my entry level tiers. I'm going to be continuing allowing that till at least June the 10th when that poll closes. So anyone who joins between now and June the 10th will actually have access to all of those videos and all of those polls, even at the $2 entry level if you're interested. And every person who joins gets a free video request for anything they would like to do sci-fi related. Most importantly, stay safe out there, and thank you for watching.